Welcome back to an episode of I forgot what it's called, Wrestling Aroundup.
Oh, it's Donna Peters.
Oh, God, they're in
Donna
this.
Peters.
Oh, God, I've completely out of my mind, then. Yeah, this is the news show where we go through this week's wrestling's biggest news. As it is a news show, joining me is a world-class wrestling journalist and the former Aaron Franklin. Aaron, how are we doing?
I'm tired, but I've got coffee. We're all right.
Good. I have, it's not the banter show, but I have very flat Pepsi, diet Pepsi.
You're both going to be up all night.
So the worst type of in my fridge there is an unopened bottle of Aldi's own Pepsi Max because I didn't go shopping this weekend. I quote, it was 50p.
Wow.
So words were had. It will be up to again.
Who are you married? Who are you married to?
I know.
Terry Peters.
Diet Coke is available in Aldi as well. So we'll see. I said I'll try it. Because their Professor Peppy, their Dr. Pepper, is as nice.
What's the Aldi one? What's the Pepsi called? Is it Beppis? American
I don't know what it's called. It's blue though, and it looks like a red X on it.
Ah.
So it looks like Pepsi Max.
Or Beppis.
And joining me as well is the wonderful, ever-present, world-renowned Scoop L.
Scoop L with scoops.
How are we doing? Have you got a scoop?
Yeah, I do.
I've got one.
Can't remember.
Scoop Aaron's coming in.
Triple H has got COVID. So in other words, he's got a cold.
Yeah. All the best.
He's been busy as well, hasn't he? He did
Yeah.
sound a bit grumbling, didn't he, on Raw, the DX reunion?
You know, it does that. That's Triple H's voice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got out of breath, didn't he? He got out of breath before he did the main thing. He even said, "Let me catch my breath."
Yeah, well, that'll be right. And he's invented the whole roster. Raw's cancelled tonight. That's just good.
I mean, it wasn't COVID, was it? Remember when there was that? Was it TLC? The TLC or Extreme Rules?
It's TLC.
When it was the Shield against that Misfit team, and then everyone was out injured or ill, and then Kurt Angle came out of retirement.
Yeah, sure do.
Was that TLC?
It was because we got AJ Styles and Finn Balor instead of Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Don't we?
Yeah, we did.
And then there was that one where everyone got elevated liver enzymes, and we had like that 20-minute Regal and Finley match.
Oh, Great American Bash 2007?
Something like that, yeah.
Or 2006?
Well, very good, whatever it was, Russ.
Yeah, but the alternative to that match was going to be a triple threat between Bobby Lashley, Regal, and Dave Finlay.
Yeah.
Oh, and that was when the crowd was chanting boring, and Michael Cole, God bless his heart, said, you can hear the crowd chanting for Bobby.
Yeah. Irish chanting Bruins. Same energy on it.
There we go. Look, you actually have a scoop?
No. No, I did.
No, that's 2 weeks on the trot now with his no scoop.
I mean, really, he's probably only had like 2 scoops in the last 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Bobby Fish is working for WWE backstage.
I hope he's not teaching people how to do promos.
To be like that quiet reaction was still louder than when he got Impact.
I've heard he's just on his knees under Triple H's desk, to be honest.
Oh, God. He got released, though, didn't he, Bobby Fish? Bobby Fish wasn't one of the ones who chose to leave. He got released.
He got released, yeah.
Oh, God. Imagine being Bobby Fish for a day. Exactly.
Don't want to do it.
Worst impactor of all time. Right then, we'll start with WWE. We'll start with SmackDown, and SmackDown's newest member of the roster, Rey Mysterio, has won the number one contendership for the Intercontinental title in a fatal four-way match. I was convinced this would be Sheamus.
Yeah, I think we're rolling off on that now, aren't we? I'm calling it now. WrestleMania, big moment. That'll be his big moment, and then I think Gunther will retain until WrestleMania, and then Sheamus will be the one to dethrone him.
I'm going to go one further than that. Based on some news coming up later on, I think he'll do it at the Aviva Stadium, Dublin. That's your scoop.
No, but you're right. You say that, but McIntyre didn't do it in Cardiff.
Yeah, but it was a story there, wasn't it? They had to continue with.
I
It's
don't
time.
know.
I mean, no, they haven't booked an Irish show. That's not a scoop. But if they did, we'll do it there. The Aviva Stadium.
So what you pissing on?
Because WWE are going to have more international events instead of like random shit like Hell in a Cell.
Well,
So
we'll get
we'll
there.
get onto that.
Yeah.
Right then. So, I mean, I'm glad Rey Mysterio's gone to SmackDown. I kind of forgot there was a brand split anyhow.
Yeah, so
But
everyone.
hopefully he ends this stuff with Dominic because I'm sick of it now.
I think it'll end, but then it'll come back at like a pay-per-view or something. Backstage.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
A stare off in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Oh, pay-per-view in Mexico City. That's what we're doing now.
Do we think Rey Mysterio will... So, Aaron, you obviously don't think Rey Mysterio will beat Gunther. Lou, do you? Or does he fit into you? Is he going to beat Gunther in Vienna?
Well, I was thinking on this, right? So yeah, it could be in the Vienna show, which is I'm sure coming up soon. But when Gunther was on the indie scenes and he was a bit of a bigger lad, everyone said he looked like an overweight Dom Mysterio, hadn't he? So, an overgrown Dom Mysterio. So what I'm going to say is, this is some sort of storyline, and Gunther is actually Rey Mysterio's illegitimate child.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were going to say Dominic was Gunther's child. No, not Gunther beat Dominic. Rey Mysterio's child.
Yeah.
Because
as we know in kayfabe, Dom is Eddie's son.
Yeah.
And then,
but also in kayfabe, Jason Jordan is Kurt Angle's son.
Legit, yeah. So Rey Mysterio comes out. I'm not going to do the impression, but no. No, I don't think he'll win, but it's a good way of getting him on the brand, isn't it? You see, it was all real emotional there.
It was. I didn't think he was good.
I mean, Rey Mysterio's got nothing to prove. He gains nothing from winning the Intercontinental title, where Gunther has everything to gain from beating Rey Mysterio, who is a veteran, isn't he, really?
Yeah.
One of the longest reigning veterans on the roster.
Or is it going to be a let's give Rey one last run? He's not going to win the world title.
No, I still think Dom will get.
Has he won the Intercontinental title before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
JBL. Yeah.
Right.
But I think Dom will get involved still. I don't think the feud's over. They're making you think it's over.
He ain't got long left, Rey Mysterio. He's been wrestling for about 50 odd years.
He's 48.
He's gonna be wrestling until he's 75, like Ric Flair. It's actually gonna be Ric Flair. It's gonna be Ric Flair versus Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio's last match at age 75.
Big Flair gets bust open. He's like 95.
They'll have to prise him out of a coffin. Bring him back to life so he can wrestle.
This is getting very feud, we'd like to see.
Just one of those nice
Speaking of newly SmackDown exclusive stars, apparently Omos is now going to be SmackDown exclusive. So all excited for that, are we?
Fucking boring.
He had a stare down with Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Right. This feud, whoever the loser is going to lose all credibility. Omos will gain everything from beating Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman will gain absolutely nothing if he loses because he's got all his credibility gone. So they've just booked themselves into a corner here with this feud because you're putting Giant versus Giant. You booked Braun Strowman to be this absolute monster among monsters. But if he loses against Omos, what's he gained? Yeah, Omos is being booked to be the next giant in WWE, and if he loses, again, it's all his credibility's gone. So how are they going to do this? That's what I want to know. Because someone's got to lose.
Yeah, they should have just kept Omos as muscle, and then not having matches, but being there and getting involved.
100% agree.
Give him to the Miz. That'd be the Miz's chief of bodyguards or something. You know what I mean?
Send him back down to NXT.
Yeah, and then maybe
send him to NXT. I think he he might be able to do something in NXT. I think he's not good enough for the main roster, personally.
I think he's too big.
I think the other issue as well is that you can't wrestle.
Well,
That's what I mean. I think he's too big. He's too big to wrestle.
Like a Great Khali type.
Yeah, but Great Khali can wrestle. Almost can.
Yeah, I don't know. That Andre Giant couldn't wrestle, could he? Because they're just too big, too tall.
No one could hate his wrestling. No one cared.
No, and that is true. With the pay-per-view we've got on Monday, we'll find out about all these 80s wrestlers not being able to wrestle.
But I think, like, unless they do, like, when they do the big National Stadium Lagos show, almost wins the title. For the 55. No, reduced capacity of 45,000 fans.
Are you Googling stadiums?
No.
I'm crying out loud.
Do that one.
Jesus Christ. Interesting. I think MVP deserves better. MVP had the hottest stable going, and then you just got rid of absolutely. You want the Vince McMahonisms, wasn't it?
He'd have been good in the hair business, though, wouldn't he? The hair business. Hair business.
It would have as muscle.
Yeah.
And then you'd have had that good group of five. And
I feel like it was meant to happen until he quit. But wouldn't it have been great if Almost was with Bivens? That's what I wanted to see, really. Just feels like the type of person who should be with Bivens.
Yeah. But I don't know, I feel for MVP. Imagine, because Triple H loves a faction, get the hair business back together.
No, there's no credibility in him, though. That's fair to say.
No, it wouldn't very good out, would it?
I just love Shelton Benjamin tagging with R-Truth now on main event.
Yeah. Done dark matches, isn't he?
Where's Cedric Alexander?
He just doesn't wrestle, does he? No, he lost to Camelo Hayes in a dark match.
He's probably coming up to main roster.
So I loved it. You know when peak lockdown, something happens. It was normally with Retribution. These lads come out in suits, start scrapping with people. It's glorious stuff.
Yeah,
it would fit right in though.
It'd be better now. Faction war.
Yeah, gang warfare back.
Yeah.
So I just feel for MVP had the hottest faction going, and it was a Vince McMahonism. He just split them up, got them back together, and then split them up again.
No, he didn't. He didn't just split them up. He replaced two of them with Mason T-Bar for a bit. That happened. Everyone forgets.
But yeah, but Shelley for like a week, was it?
The street star forget. I remember Mason T-Bar in business.
You mean Masseur?
Yeah, Masseur.
It's not Mason anymore, is it? Right then, staying with WWE. Before we get, should we just do it now? So WWE have cancelled day one. Their new. There was only one day one, wasn't they? We did have two.
Yeah, just one. Yeah.
The new start of year pay-per-view. They're apparently getting rid of gimmick pay-per-views. They've cancelled some others. Good, because there's too many pay-per-views.
There's none now.
No. Are we going back to old school pay-per-views? I saw a notice on Twitter the other day. I think No Way Out was trending.
Yeah, Armageddon. You've got, haven't you?
Vengeance.
I think you should get rid of all those. Have none of them.
What
I think you should
new
is have the four big ones, maybe five now. Money in the Bank's snuck its way in there. It's a big.
No, because that's a gimmick, isn't it?
It's a big one.
No, it's a gimmick. It'll be gone.
Yeah,
but it's a gimmick like Royal Rumble's a gimmick.
Yeah, I reckon you can keep Money in the Bank.
I think you can keep Money in the Bank.
I would put Money in the Bank on WrestleMania because then you don't have all your main event stars in there. You have all your young upstarts. It makes you fall more creative.
Money in the Bank.
Put it on the kickoff show.
Money in the Bank doesn't have to be story driven like Hell in a Cell should be, does it?
No.
Money in the Bank makes sense being every June or whenever it is.
And you might bring back King of the Ring, apparently.
Go on, what was your idea? So you're having the big five?
Just the big five, and then the rest. I would just give them all unique names every time.
So a bit like the In Your House ones?
Yeah, just have a few more Clash at the Castles in it.
Or would you?
You know, we need the big. Well, obviously, we've got a big Dublin show coming up, and then Choke at the Croc Pack. So that's that one. And then it's gotta be more. Where they come from? Can't think of any more right now. Champ at the new camp when the big Barcelona.
The big Spanish star.
Yeah.
was loose in Lagos or something like that.
Yeah. Loose in Lagos. That sounds about right, doesn't it? I don't know. What other big international stars have we got?
Mexico City was going to have Mayhem in Mexico City.
Yeah, that one's easy to do, isn't it? Yeah. Mayhem. That's easy, that one. All day long. Be good that. No, but that's what they should do though. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Clash at the Castle is fucking it was class, right? But it was like if that was like Backlash, it'd have got like 6,000 people in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
But they put it in the UK. First time in like however long, 60,000 people went for it's pretty much sold out before the card got announced. I'd do more of that. Do you remember that big Australian one they had? That was class. That Japanese one they had was great as well.
And you would sell them out, wouldn't you? You would sell them out, wouldn't you? Every single one.
Run the Tokyo Dome. It's hard.
Yeah.
Got a lot of stars.
But
yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. But obviously there'll be 2 Saudi Arabian shows a year. But with day one gone, there's nothing between Survivor Series War Games and Royal Rumble. We're going to have 2 months without pay-per-view, which must mean
some stories.
TV matches.
Triple H is used to that though, because NXT don't have anywhere near as many pay-per-views.
No.
NXT used to have 4 a year.
Yeah.
And they went all right.
Yeah.
But it keeps matches special, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but I'm sick of seeing the same matches in 3 pay-per-views in a row.
I think that's why I want to stop doing it. And also, I think just as a one-off this year, it gives Triple H a nice little break, doesn't it? Like he's kind of still wrapping up some Vince storylines or trying to do his own thing. 2 months to our big pay-per-view to book. He can just do his own thing, Kai.
Yeah, there was 2. I think 8 in a year is enough.
Yeah.
But I do wish to go up to a brand split and you can have 10.
I feel like, I'm sure Meltzer did some research on this and he worked out that 8 was the optimal amount.
I think it is. Every 6 weeks or so. Isn't it?
Dave saying it, he takes the bank.
Yeah, what is it? 6, 8. Was that? That's 42, isn't it? No, is it 48?
But then you can have your big moment, just like that. Is it Riddle and Roman Reigns that was on SmackDown?
Yeah.
Earlier in the year. That got like monster ratings, didn't it? It was a world title match on SmackDown.
Sheamus and Gunther haven't had a pay-per-view match yet.
Yeah.
But one-on-one.
Yeah.
I wonder, one-on-one, did it?
Yeah, Clash at Castle.
Clash Castle.
Was that not a tag? I thought that was a tag team match.
No, it's a... did you not watch it?
No, they watch it yet.
When are we going to do the review?
I'm in big Phil's ready.
Good God.
Waiting on 7-figure Phil. Phil's demanding to be paid to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Big Phil's ready. He's seen it. He was there.
I've got this image now of Phil just sat at his computer right now with all his gear on. Just waiting for us to say if I to a call to do the
it's going to be like a year anniversary special at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Hang on, where's Terry?
Well, exactly.
Where is he?
He's back in the country. So again, we're recording. He's not doing anything, but he has done something. So he's tired.
Yeah.
Make that makes sense.
Aaron had a baby.
Yeah, make that make sense.
Miss one show.
Yeah, personally have a baby.
Yeah, that's true. That'd have been impressive. Though.
Yeah, he could have had 2 weeks off if he'd personally had the baby. Yeah. If he'd the sea Austin.
Wrestling around does not do paternity leave.
Right, we'll stick with WWE and we'll go to the women's division. A couple of stories here. Ronda Rousey has been very outspoken with the way that women are booked in WWE. She said she was about to kick off about the Backlash card. Was it Backlash?
Yes.
The Backlash card until obviously matches got added later on. But I think that's fair to say. It seems very focused on Roman Reigns at the minute. The women seems a bit like afterthought, especially. I don't know if it's just Liv Morgan, but SmackDown women's title feels very much like an afterthought.
Yeah, what she's saying is, why does every women's feud, basically what we've been saying for months, of why does every women's feud have to include a title? Why can't there be non-title feuds?
Yeah,
that's what she's basically saying. She's saying that she don't understand why it's called a women's championship. It should just be called the WWE Championship.
Yeah, because I thought it was very telling as well that Extreme Rules, there was 2 women's championship matches on, which should be treated like a world title, but yet no one ever considered either of them main event.
the mid-card titles, are they?
Yeah.
They're the same level as US or Intercontinental.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be.
No. I think you could have put
They shouldn't
Bayley.
be called Raw and SmackDown either. That's what does it, I think. It just makes them sound cheaper than it, Raw and SmackDown.
You could have put Bayley, Bianca Belair on last.
Yeah, and they probably should have. I still think it was logistics to do with the ropes. They had to set the ropes after for the fight, but I think that's the only reason. But
no, I agree with it. I think there should be more women's tag. I'd like to see a women's tag team division. They putting more in that. The Triple H has called up a lot more women recently, but still they're all shoehorned into some 2 feuds. I guess they're prepping for War Games. And it's nice to see Rhea Ripley do something completely aside from the rest of the women. She's got her own storyline.
Just destroying men.
Yeah, and yeah, pretty much dominating Dom.
Yeah. Mammy.
Yeah. But I agree with it. Every women's storyline, this is every women's storyline ever. We used to be mates. Oh, yeah. Natalia's my best mate.
And now she's 10 on me.
Yeah.
So usually like that. Don't trust Natalia.
No, I think she's a terrible friend.
But yeah, they're not really. What are they going to do for this women's War Games match they got coming up?
It's going to be damage control against Bianca Belair, Shotzi, and probably Raquel.
You can't have 3-on-3 in War Games.
I don't know what they're going to do then.
Sasha Banks coming back.
Yeah, that's it. Greatest of all time.
I'm not going to do it because you're trying to get me to bite and I won't do it. Oh. I think they need to do it. But when Becky Lynch has been off TV for a while, she's injured, isn't she? We've got an update when she's back.
Survivor Series is in Boston, otherwise known as Bosstown. So, same.
If she can,
Becky Lynch is on the. Well, she was on the day 1 poster, so I'm assuming before they cancelled it, they were expecting to be back for that.
So she's coming back. Charlotte Flair still to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's due back anytime now, apparently.
They're big stars. You've got a lot of big stars now. Bayley, not quite on that level yet, but she's up there. Bianca Belair's up there. Ronda Rousey's up there. A lot of these big stars, they can't sit around doing nothing, can they?
Haters going to hate, but Ronda Rousey, top female star in the company.
Do you know why? Because she's been booked, and goes back under Vince as well. She's been booked like she should have been booked from the start. As the female Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
She is now, but they booked her Apollo this year. Like
that's what I mean. But now she's getting booked, and now people like her.
Yeah, but they shouldn't. She's a heel.
No,
but she can. Yeah, but they can play it off, and she can be a bit of a tweener, like Stone Cold was.
Yeah, but also because Liv Morgan was booked apparently.
Liv Morgan's experience hasn't worked, has it?
I've no interest in seeing another Liv Morgan title run. Sorry.
Well, the way that she won the title, kept retaining the title, was rubbish. She is. You know what this reminds me very much of? Miz's world title run.
Yeah, Miz was meant to be a heel. You might not to like that. This is more like Rey Mysterio 2006.
Yeah. I'm still annoyed at Chavo Guerrero for that.
Speaking of things that annoy you, Ross, your girl, Sonya Deville, NXT.
Well, it sort of makes sense.
It does because she's got a lot to wrestle. So,
I mean, that wasn't called for. But it makes sense because she's obviously friends with Mandy Rose. So, the logic. Mandy Rose obviously wasn't there for.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to put her in the. I guess we'll find out on NXT if they're going to put her in the Halloween Havoc match.
I don't know. There's some good wrestlers on NXT who I think will probably come up soon. Nikita Lyons gets rumoured every week to be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Surely Cora Jade's going to come up soon. But she's like about 13, isn't she?
Oh, Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, she's been called up.
She's about 19, isn't she? She's 20. She can't
20.
drink. I know that much. They mentioned that on commentary a lot.
Cora Jade will come up when Bron Breakker comes up.
Yeah, maybe. But she's really young, Cora Jade, isn't she?
Yeah, she's the wise old vet in a feud with Roxanne Perez. She's older.
I think Thingy will come up soon. Kaylee Rio, Alba Fire, she's called now. She's going to come up soon.
Mm.
So there's enough women to start booking stories correctly. And speaking of women who may be at WWE, apparently they have an interest in Mia Yim. Mia Yim. She's with Impact. She was released in the big cuts. Is she one of the ones who had someone savoury things to say about WWE?
Don't think so.
She was booked horrendously on the main roster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but she's in a mask roster, so it doesn't matter. No one doesn't count.
But she took it off.
Do you remember when she had that random fit? Part of a storyline. She just started itching and calling around a bit, and no one mentioned it again the week after. No, it was really bizarre.
I'm sure you watched was this part of your when you was in Thunderdome? Is that the only reason why you know all this?
It's possibly in the Thunderdome era. Yeah, I'm sure it was pretty bizarre. But I don't know. I keep up with SmackDown because when you watch the ad-free version on BT, it's an hour and 20. It's great.
She was obviously I don't know what she was booked next. She was never NXT Women's Champion, was she?
No.
Was she sort of upper mid card?
Yeah, she was always good but not great, really. I think.
Yeah.
That's depth though. Triple H will want her back because he'll want Keith Lee back, right?
Yeah, he wants to basically bring back everyone who got released under Vince.
Yeah. Vince, what?
Except for that referee, that Drake Wyatt fella, whoever he is. Leave him.
What do you think, then? Right, we're going completely off topic again. What do you think Vince thinks of WWE now?
I don't know.
Because it's a bit like the current climate in British politics. Someone's tried the best to ruin it. It's going to just reversing everything.
If you're telling me that he's still hasn't got hands in pies, I don't believe you.
Well, he's still running the company, isn't he? I think. Oh, he's still got a vested interest.
He owns it. That's the only thing.
But he's still got he's got a vested interest in what's happening because he's still the majority shareholder, isn't it?
So you're telling me when Vince and Steph and the kids go around to Grandad Vince for Sunday lunch, that he's not saying to Triple H, "Oh, do this, do that."
I don't think he can be because the direction has been that wildly different. That I'm of the mindset that Vince is gone. We've got War Games on the main roster. Bray Wyatt came back.
Yeah, that was the big one.
But what I found really interesting though is that obviously everyone at the time really hated Nick Khan, saying, "Oh, he's the guy who's releasing everyone. It's nothing to do with Vince, really." Nick Khan's still there.
He took a lot of heat, didn't he, Nick Khan?
Yeah, he took a lot of heat. Everyone hated him. I mean, they must have found some budget from somewhere, I'm guessing.
But this is what I mean. Vince obviously got rid of a lot of these people, and now they've all come back. And I don't know. What does he think? I wonder if he thinks Triple H is ruining it.
I don't know. I mean, USA and Fox are absolutely raving about it at the moment. Apparently, they're both over the moon with all the ratings that they're getting.
Yeah.
I don't think Vince cares about that.
He'll probably look
Vince
at
likes
it
what he likes.
yeah, well, I would have done that. Something. That's what he said about All Out on it. Around Jericho, didn't he? He said, "I'll tell him not to promote in September. It's the worst time." He's got his ideas, which is what he does, I think.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what he thinks about this. Probably because they're just going back on everything that he did.
Yeah.
But then he did make some crazy decisions towards the end, just pushing people and then releasing them, and then just releasing Samoa Joe was the dawn for me. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous decision.
Yeah. We mentioned the Good Brothers. They're back.
We mentioned they were coming back last week, didn't we?
Yeah. They're back. The Forbidden Doors are open, Ross.
Yeah, still waiting for NJPW, aren't they?
What is the neverweight openweight champion doing on Raw?
getting in like a feud with some spooky dudes.
He's in a feud with oh yeah, he is. But now who do you got a match with? Alpha Academy, aren't they?
Right. Yeah, it's in it. That's going to be a match in it. Judgment Day against DOC.
Well, that's what they're building towards. I think that's rumored to be one of the War Games matches, isn't it?
It's round 3, though, isn't it?
They're going to smash feuds together, aren't they? They're going to have to do it, I reckon.
There's a few feuds that you think could be in.
They're going to kind of make it like half old school Survivor Series, random teams.
It better not be. It's going to be Judgment Day and Alpha Academy against probably Street Profits and DOC.
That'd suck.
That's what it's going to be, isn't it? I'll tell you what's going to happen right now on Raw. Judgment Day are going to get involved or something like that. And then AJ Styles is going to come out, and then it's going to be a 5-on-3 beatdown, and then the Street Profits are going to run out and make the save like they always do. And then that's it. That's all it's going to be.
No, I don't feel like they can waste War Games like that. I'm telling you, War Games will be Roman Reigns and the Bloodline versus undisputed WWE Universal Champion Logan Paul and his boys.
Paul's boys.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That'll be it. Random collection of heels, Baron Corbin.
He's not going to be a heel, is he? Logan Paul won't be a heel.
Yeah, they'll switch eventually. If he's WWE champion, he'll be a heel. He's going to win it.
He's not going to win it, though, is he?
Imagine if he did. Nuclear. I did see.
If Vince was here, though, you believe it a bit more, though, wouldn't you? That he could win it.
No, I did see. Was it on YouTube? Chris Van Vliet? Is that the fella?
Close enough, yeah.
Something like that, isn't it?
Fleet, I think.
He was on YouTube, and he was saying, as I've got Logan Paul has had 2 matches, not 2 WWE matches, 2 matches. Stop saying you can't wrestle. He's had two matches in his whole life. Come back when he's had 50, then say he can't wrestle. Give him time, is what I'm saying.
He was all right in the first 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Still our worst celebrities, but is he ready to be WWE champion?
No.
We'll find out November the 5th.
He's obviously got a thing for the business, hasn't he?
Yeah. We'll put some seats though if he's champ.
Yeah, that would. Right, and final bit on WWE. JBL, the return that nobody wanted. JBL's back. In some capacity, we don't know what his capacity is. Surely he's going to manage. He's not going to go on the commentary.
No.
I can't imagine he's going to produce. So if he's going back as a character, surely he's going to be a manager.
Yeah. Baron Corbin's the rumour, isn't it?
Well, he left in a limo with him last time I was on telly about a few weeks ago now, about a month ago. Yeah.
So Happy Corbin's money is going to be managed by JBL.
Yeah, because he wasn't doing very well. It was a bit of a losing streak again, and not Triple H. JBL picked him up in his limo. I was like, "Come on here, lad."
So that won't be the worst thing. So this sort about Corbin. I mean, I know everyone hates it, but I think he's solid. Corbin.
Yeah. I feel like he can get enough heat on himself though without needing JBL. But
unless you're going to build up to be a mega heel.
But how about this for us? JBL, I think this is what he's really coming out for. Vice President, Talent Relations, JBL.
Do you think?
Yeah, looks after backstage and he's a well-respected guy. Backstage. Didn't cause any trouble. Keep everyone in line. Vice President, Talent Relations, JBL.
What really is going to happen? JBL's going to manage Baron Corbin, and he's going to turn on Corbin and going to get Ron Simmons back. And the APA are going to run wild over WWE.
In War Games.
In War Games, yeah.
They're going to be
Bloodline, APA.
Yeah.
And the Dudley Boys. Jacqueline.
My favourite thing about JBL was...
Actually 5.
And this is it's also one of my favourite Vince McMahon stories. Vince McMahon wanted JBL as a face, exactly the same, but as a face, not heel.
Well, he's texting doing well for himself, ain't he? Was that the gimmick?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
it just shows you where Vince McMahon's at. Right, and I think that's about it. But sort of wrestling, but non-wrestling.
Scoop.
Oh, go on then.
The charts are just out. They've just arrived.
Oh, we'll do that first. Go on, we'll do that.
Where do you think we are? can't remember where I can't remember where I
We was back in the top 250.
Was that 157 or something?
Fuck it, we're out. You know, we'll edit it out. We're not in there. We're out.
Probably Terry's fault. Right then, Edge has been cast in the Percy Jackson Disney series as Ares. Percy Jackson, Storm, something in it.
God of War. That's who Ares is. But yes, it's what the gods in it, Greek gods.
Never seen it. It was a film, wasn't it? There was a film, and
never seen
not the Lightning Thief.
Yes, that's the one. Percy Jackson, Lightning Thief. Makes sense. Zeus, Greek. Yeah, I can see this.
That's all I got. Here.
Does this mean they're just going away then?
Yeah, I think he's going to be written off for a while, isn't he? Probably come back WrestleMania or something.
He's gone. They wrote him off. Didn't they write him off?
Yeah, but they came back.
No, they've kind of written him off because he said I quit.
Yeah.
They wrote him off. He got filled in on TV, didn't he? Then he came back. They had the I quit match.
Oh yeah, but then they
gone again.
They filled in Beth Phoenix, didn't
they? Yeah.
He was looking after her.
Yeah.
Well, so, in kayfabe, she's dead.
That means she died.
Have you seen Extreme Rules? Look, she died to me.
Is it feud you'd like to see, or Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation?
I'm saying in kayfabe, right? They're like, don't do it. And then Rhea just hit her with a chair. She just stayed still, and he was like, no. And then that's the last we've seen of her.
No, they carried her out. You saw carry her out.
Yeah, but a blanket over her head.
A blanket over her head.
I don't think they'd mentioned something. The Phoenix would have died.
In kayfabe. I'm not suggested for a second she's dead.
No, because if she'd have died, Paul London would have been there smiling.
Yeah.
That's how it works, isn't it? What?
Should have been like, Adam, I can't feel my legs. And then, yeah, that would have been it.
One of these days. If I ever meet Paul London, I'm going to ask him why. I think he's answered it, but he didn't know he was going to be on TV or something, did he? Vince McMahon just walked straight past you. What do you think was going to happen? Unless anybody else has got any other news, I think that's the news.
I've got some breaking news.
What's your breaking news?
This Wednesday, Clash of the Andrew Castle is finally on.
I need to see the Undefeateds.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
What's he on? Terry Snaker or something?
Terry Taker, isn't it?
Is that match going to be on the card?
That's on the card. It's the exact. We're just basically pausing it.
Butch.
I thought I wrote down it. Oh, I did. Oh, Big Metal Gorilla versus the Big Bad Wolf for the Undisputed Championship. That match hasn't happened yet. I forgot about that.
Big Bad Wolf that's recently joined the Pringles World Order.
Yeah. And then we've got the good old fashioned yard sale match: Rand versus Guy Fieri. Remember that feud? Service Crew versus the Gorillas versus the Pringles World Order. Business Pig versus Pringles World Order member Adam Owens. And a chicken coop match: Drumstick 2.0 versus Drumstick OG.
So there we go. Big stuff happening.
Yeah, it's meant to happen like 6 weeks ago, wasn't it? So we're just the rules pay-per-view. Forget about it. It's not happened.
Red Shoes hasn't had control for years. So
no, but it'll be the next man with the Pringles World Order.
I don't know.
Who we got in it?
Who's in the Pringles World Order?
Hollywood Randy Hogan.
Yeah,
Mr. Pringles, obviously.
Yeah, keeps shaking his head.
Legend. The Big Bad Wolf.
Adam
Owens. And Business Horse, remember?
What Business Horse is it?
The guy who sure looked like Business Horse for us was there. Who can we say for sure if it was the real Business Horse?
I don't think it wasn't. That's why you wanted to start watching WCW again.
Let's find out what to do next.
That makes sense. This all adds up now.
We'll do it Rest Around Kid at the end of the year.
Oh, gosh. Crying out loud.
Special guest ref, Brett.
Will Business Horse have a tan?
Find out, won't we? Where is Business Horse? He appears to join the Pringles World Order.
I think we saw Business Horse in his office job.
No, that was actually former WCW wrestler Jeff Farmer. So
and then you brought back fake Business Horse, who was probably the Shockmaster or some fat wrestler.
Yeah,
in disguise.
And then you, in fact, yourself joined Wrestled Out.
Oh yeah, I did do that. I did do that, didn't I? Yeah. Had to be some authority.
Lawyers are involved. I imagine behind the scenes. That's why it's not been on TV. That's why we haven't been on Twitch. Lawyers have been involved. There's been cease and desists all over.
Yeah, it's still pending.
Have we still got a Twitch account? I don't know. We'll find out.
Cases. I mean, Judge Brett has been incredibly busy.
That's right.
And the culprit is Terry Peters.
Terry Peters
Caused it all.
Went on both shows.
Yeah.
Although he was sacked by
exactly. The common denominator, isn't they, between both shows?
It's Terry Peters.
Has to be Terry Peters.
Yeah,
no, I've not done one for a while because obviously I went to Wales.
A month ago.
That's right.
So what have you been doing for the last month?
I just got back from Wales. So.
I've been recovering.
Yeah.
What happened between you and Phil
tired
in that room?
Jet lag.
I thought you'd have been all right since you didn't spend the night with Terry Peters. That's why Aaron's always tired.
Yeah. Please say lamb. No, it's pretty. You got traveling. It's pretty tiring, so that's why I'm not done.
Right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, that's been the news then. Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Scoop L, thanks for being here.
Scoop L.
Thank you everybody for listening and joining us on Wednesday for another episode of Wrestling Around.